Float Your Boat is an opportunity for the public to get involved with an actual research program, the Arctic Buoy Program. So the Arctic Buoy Program puts out buoys into the Arctic Ocean. With Float Your Boat, we add lots of wood boats to that deployment, and it brings in students and youth into the program. They learn about research, but they also get to participate in an actual field program. So Float Your Boat gives the educator an opportunity to teach their students about a remote part of the world. The teachers are polar educators, so they know and they teach their students about the unique ice circulation, ocean currents in the Arctic, and of course, what global climate change is doing in the Arctic.
Why are most of the boats going to Iceland and not different?
That's the science.
Just to understand how a sheet of ice covering an ocean moves. It is so complex and so amazing, the patterns that the ice follows. The polar educators introduce this program, and then they hand the students a boat. What do the students do with the boat? It's totally up to them. Some of them paint it, some of them put words on it, and that's kind of the cool thing, is that they can do whatever they want with their boat, and it will go to the Arctic Ocean and go on a voyage. And like a message in a bottle, it might be found on a shore and reported, which is kind of exciting. It's that anticipation that it might get found. Why do we go to the Arctic? To give that connection to people, to actually send their own boat to the Arctic Ocean. But at the same time, they're learning that they can have a job driving a ship. They can have a job as a research scientist and do things that nobody else does. So an icebreaker is required to go to the Arctic Ocean. And they make a long voyage up into the Arctic Ocean, and they stop in the ice and get off the ship because they can walk on water because it's frozen. And they bring the boats down onto the ice and they set them on the ice. Sometimes they make a pattern or a display of the boats. Along with the boats, they'll put a buoy. It's got satellite communication, it reports temperature, it reports position, so we can follow the boats and the environment that the boats are in. Until the batteries run out of the buoy, we can follow the boats. And then after that is when the boats get maybe on their own journey. We can only imagine where they go, but they may end up on a shore where somebody will find it. Each individual boat has a serial number that's unique, and each student can track their boat individually and know where and when it got put out on the ice in the Arctic and follow it. And then somebody finds a boat and reports it. We can let that student or that person know that their boat was found, and that's exciting. The Arctic Ocean is so inaccessible that most humans will never experience it. And with Float Your Boat, they may not get to the Arctic, but they're sending a boat. And that connection is gonna give them something that most other people don't have. And hopefully it's gonna teach them about a very special place, and they'll want to protect what they love. Connecting people to the Arctic and bringing an Arctic connection to the two people on either end of the boat's voyage is the essence of Float Your Boat. We hope you enjoy your journey.